Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this edition of the Primetime Newscast in the English language on Canal International. We begin with our top stories. Despite the arrest of the health workers on strike yesterday in Yaoundé, the storm Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this edition of the Primetime Newscast in the English language. Despite the arrest of some health workers on strike yesterday in the nation's political capital, Yaoundé, they stormed the Ministry of Public Health and the Yaoundé Emergency Center this Tuesday. In their numbers, some determined than ever before to hold tight to their demands. Only concrete solutions from government they seem to take them back to work. More on their story with our reporter Hyson Cha.
The temporary arrest of some 19 striking health workers yesterday Monday here in front of the Ministry of Public Health by the elements of the Yaoundé Central Police Station, number 1, didn't inflict any bit of fear in them. As the disgruntled medics say, the action has rather strengthened their cause.
So you can see now that from 50 that we were last week, we are no more than 100 now. It means that the arrestation of yesterday helped us to convince our fellows that they should come and fight with us so that the government solve our problem.
And both at the ministry and here at the Yaoundé Emergency Center, the number is geometrically increasing as the medical personnel continue to stand on the list of their demands to be addressed before they can get back to the hospitals.
We know that the solution will come now. Not that it will be applied now, but they will give us dates how they will do to take this one and to solve this. This is what we are asking.
Their arrest, as explained by the police commissioner, they reiterate, wasn't meant to stop them from striking, but for reasons of public order.
They went and they left us at the Commissariat Central. There we had no problem. They take us very, very with respect. We were frustrated during all the day, but at the end of the day, when superintendent explained things to us, we understood, and then we got calm.
At the moment, they are holding tight, sitting under the sun with umbrellas at the manifestation spots and resending messages to the powers that be through appealing songs.
And we stay in health news to talk about this information coming from the Ministry of Public Health that reveals that the measles epidemic is creating havoc all over the country. The Ministry of Public Health has announced an enlarged vaccination campaign in order to contain the spread of measles that is spreading across the country. They announced a nationwide vaccination runs from the 5th to the 9th of July 2023. More on the story with our reporter, Saleh Sharifa.
Apart from cholera, which is rapidly spreading across the country, information from the public health indicates that measles, which is a highly contagious viral disease that manifests itself through rashes, watery eyes, and fever, is rapidly spreading all over Cameroon. The Ministry of Public Health, out of 200 health districts that Cameroon has, 100 are in the measles epidemic, with 5,000 cases and 18 deaths recorded. The insufficient vaccination coverage, resulting in part from the vaccine hesitation amplified by COVID-19, is one of the causes of the reappearance of measles. In order to contain the disease and prevent more infections, the Ministry of Public Health has announced a nationwide vaccination campaign from 5 to 9 July 2023 for children between 9 months to 5 years old. During the campaign, the targeted group shall each receive a shot of the vaccine on their shoulders.
And a gang of armed robbers who equally deal in drugs have been arrested and are currently behind bars at the Judicial Police in Cameroon's economic city, Douala. They were arrested on the night of May 30 to the 31st at the camp Yabasi, at the camp of Central African Nationals in Yassa Douala. They were in possession of arms and cannabis. That weigh about 36 kilograms. Let's listen to the commander of the anti-criminal unit of the Judicial Police in Douala, Isono Asen Gerald, talking to our reporter Gladys Ambotiba.
During the night of May 30 to 31, 2022, on the instruction of the regional delegate of the National Security for Littoral and under the coordination of the Chief of Division of the Judicial Police, we arrested individuals at the Camp de Central made weapon, an inhalation device, and around 400 strands of cannabis weighing 36 grams. One of these individuals admitted to numerous with another accomplice on the run, while the second, a Central African national, was the cannabis seller. The whole military court, at the same time as the two delinquents are remanded in custody.
For the English subsystem of education and etudes and certificate d'études primaires for the French subsystem. We visited one of the sub-centers in Cameroon's economic city, Douala. No major hitches were recorded. Those on a number of absences were all equally registered. More in the following story.
With little or no fear in them, these pupils are just from writing their first paper of the day, which is mathematics.
What I worked this morning was mathematics.
Just like them, thousands of others sat for the written part of the first school leaving certificates for the English subsystem and SEP for the French subsystem. In sub-centers we visited June 6 in Douala, candidates answered present, though some absences were recorded too, with no reasons advanced. Chiefs of centers and invigilators remain vigilant.
The exam is going on well. The children are respecting themselves.
I had 748 candidates, only 4 absent. And started with mathematics 1, and everything is going on normal.
Basic education delegate for the littoral gets down to writing centers to ascertain the exams unfold in each free.
I move around many subdivisions in this Vuri division. I remark that students are present, invigilators.
He took the opportunity to address the crucial issues of salary arrears, fees by teachers of basic education, but affirming the money was available to see view in the medium Teachers still reiterated the importance of this first certificate for children, which comes with a lot of advantages.
This examination is actually an important examination to children because this is the first certificate the children are having in their life, and it can help them to move on their career, even to pick up a job in society and further their education as well.
The children have 2 days to test their knowledge in the exams. A pass mark gives them the first certificate in life, which is the first school living certificate and SEP.
Education acts which have proven to be problematic in management of foreign loans on education. The insist is rendering the country heavily indebted, as we hear the following story with our reporter, Haisencha.
According to Cameroon Education for All Network, the continuous funding of education by foreign governments and international institutions has plunged the country into unnecessary debts, poorly managed, with little or no accountability.
The most important problem is the evaluations of those loans. What is the impact of those loans on the education system? Have we met the targets in the course of the implementation of this or that project?
Faced with these irregularities that equally influence the content of the curriculum, the educational planning experts recommend a crowdfunding method of the Cameroon educational system for more efficient results.
That crowdfunding aims at making a call for offer. People will send money to an account. It's simple. We just have to raise out the problem. There is a problem with classroom constructions, GBHS Bali, for example. Then we make a call, international call and national call. This is the number to which we should positive impact on the financing of our education system to make it more resilient with our own means.
Coming together in this platform, June 6 in Yaoundé, experts and other educational stakeholders reviewed the realities of the system and strengthened mechanisms of advocacy for the decolonization of the educational funding.
That were being misused by some group of individuals have finally been ceded to the Ports Authority of Douala. A property management service have therefore been created by the Douala Ports Authority to modernize these infrastructures into profitable ventures. The decision has put an end to long-standing case over management of these properties. Gladys Ambodiba completes the story for us.
Is 24, 23 registered in Douala and 1 on the developed plot in the city of Yaoundé. The infrastructure in Douala is spread out in the administrative headquarters in Bonanjo and the staff residential area in Bepanda. All these on a total surface area of slightly above 20 hectares. The decision to cede the property to the Port Authority of Douala is in application of the provisions of a decree to consolidate and modernize the Port Authority of Douala. At a recent board meeting, members created and make them more profitable. Visibility, development, modernization, servicing, maintenance, refurbishing, investment. This process will raise the needed resources to strengthen the port's capacity to service its debts, develop an ambitious program, and upgrade existing infrastructure such as the senior center as well as the residencies of senior staff of the company of this state property for personal interest.
End of academic expedition of these students at the American School of Douala. After 12 years in school, the graduation ceremony was a memorable one that recollects the journey made together. Kejan Henry Atembe completes the story for us.
Solemn entry of the 2023 graduating class of the American School of Douala. They are 9 in numbers who are bidding farewell on June 2, 2023 to their schoolmates teachers, friends and well-wishers after successfully going through the 12th grade. The graduation ceremony was a moment for the director of the American School Douala, Mike Breeze, to call on the students to take their destiny in their hands as they have to navigate through the challenges of the world.
Yeah, I certainly have mixed feelings about leaving the community. We've worked very hard together with the students, the parents, the teachers to continue to build on the great 44-year legacy that this school has. But I'm certainly happy to have built what we have here and get through some tough times, like COVID-19, for example, which is a very challenging time, but to continue to move the school forward. And now I'm happy to hand it over to someone else.
To the graduates, the board chair, Chibianka Leslie, told them to go and succeed as every masterpiece is a dynamo of ideas.
You are going into a very different world from the world you knew a few years ago. So we are telling them, go in with the courage and determination, with the values that you have gotten from the school, and build a future for yourself.
The U.S. Embassy Branch Office Director of Douala, Mike O'Brien, gave the graduating students words of wisdom.
Accepting the challenge. I challenge the students to go out and accept the challenge, to be worthy of their lineage, to remember where they came from, to be open to discovery, and to celebrate diversity. What a diverse class and what a diverse student body here at ASD. So I tried to impart to them the ABCs that they can remember as they go forward in the world.
After listening to all the speakers, the salutatorian and the valedictorian say they are ready to face the challenges.
I feel like on paper it does, but I feel like in a way it really does correctly. I'm sure I will be up to the challenge and I will hopefully surpass everyone's expectations of me.
What a joy for the parents after seeing their children go through. As they walk away from the American School of Douala, they are ready to spread their wings on the skies.